Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Tesla Model 3 using hardware 3 running FSD 12.6.4, and it's kind of a little busy today, so we might see some interesting situations. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe because I post hardware 3 videos all the time. So if you guys are looking to get a Tesla, maybe even subscribe to some of these older FSD subscriptions, even though it's really expensive, so it's kind of rough. So I could understand why you're hesitant to, subscribe to the FSD subscription. So you guys might be wanting to, see how it could handle everyday driving. Could it actually make your life a little bit easier, and is it really worth it? So yeah, this channel is kind of catered towards figuring that out. If you guys drive a lot, in my opinion, yes. If you guys don't drive enough, then probably not. But we'll see how it does on this drive today. So also thank you guys for all the viewers that are commenting and liking the videos and stuff. It's awesome. I love reading all your comments, your opinions on FSD, how you guys think FSD is doing. So if you guys have opinions about it, if you guys own a Tesla and you guys have your own experience, be sure to comment that down below. So we're coming to a stop behind this Ford Focus or something, Fusion, no idea, the Fusion, and it stops really smoothly, decelerated there, and we have a very good gap between the car in front of us. And yeah, now we're just waiting on the light. You can see the full screen visualization, could see all the cars turning and stuff, and the pedestrians. Like you could see that pedestrian there. That's crazy. I love the full screen thing. Like, this thing's so awesome. You can see all those people there. Now we're accelerating smoothly, going roughly the speed limit here. It is a slow street, there is a school here. If you guys listen to rap, if you guys know the artist Nav, I love some of his music, especially his older songs. I haven't listened to him in a long time. I'm pretty sure the school we're about to pass is his school. I'm not like 100% certain, but that's what I kind of gathered from driving here with a few of my friends. Yeah, that's what they told me. Maybe it is me. I just never searched it up, but I know he did live in Rexdale, so I'll point that out. And if you guys know more about Nav and where he went to school, maybe you would know, and you guys can comment and confirm or deny that claim, I guess. There's a merge up front. All the cars are getting over to the right, but our car made that Honda, what is that? I don't even know, HRV, come into the lane very smoothly. No crazy deceleration. And this is the school. I don't know what the name of the school is. I'm pretty sure it's a high school. And we are slowing down right behind this Honda, and yeah, very smoothly. You can see some construction here. They're laying down some road. Islington always got some crazy construction going on. Damn, they're really working hard. That does not look easy. It looks like very labor intensive. I guess that's why we gotta drive really slow around these guys. We gotta make the road a little bit safer for them. So be sure to stay safe around construction sites. Now the light has turned green, and it's accelerating smoothly back to speed, and it's kind of just figuring out the lane, even with the traffic cones here. I also have the speed offset set a little bit low. I have it around 0%, I think maybe 5 or 10%, just because I just don't want to speed right now, or I usually don't, but I just like having it closer to the speed limit. It's a little bit more efficient. It's also a lot more safer, in the event of an accident. It reduces the damage it might cause and the severity of the collision. So just a little bit better to drive slow, in my opinion. It doesn't really save me that much time. Came to another smooth stop. Now we're accelerating again. Very smooth, centered very nicely. And just following the road. It's kind of what Hardware 3 does best. I don't expect to see, I haven't driven a new Hardware 4 car or the latest Tesla features or FSD features in the latest Teslas, because I only have a Hardware 3 vehicle. I also don't have version 14 Lite, so for those of you who are waiting to see me review 14 Lite, we're gonna have to keep waiting, because I've been checking every single day and there's still not an update. So I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to try it out, but I still don't have it, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, guys. I know it's I want to try it just as much as you guys want to see it. So be sure to like and subscribe to see that in the future, hopefully very soon. But I have never tried a Hardware 4 vehicle, and I don't have version 14 Lite, so I don't expect to see Hardware 3 and the latest FSD to be very different on very simple roads. I feel like they would be roughly the same in that situation. In complex environments, I expect the Hardware 4 and stuff to be like so much superior, or much more superior than Hardware 3. But in very simple roads, I don't know if there would be that much difference between the driving. If you guys have both a Hardware 3 vehicle and a Hardware 4 vehicle running the latest FSD, be sure to comment, like, on simple roads, does it really feel that different? Or is it just, like I was saying, like it was just in complex situations like city driving, like downtown driving, and just highly complex situations where it's much more better, and just when it is simple roads, it's kind of the same. I would like to know. Definitely want to get a Hardware 4 vehicle one day. And so far the drive has been very smooth, very nice. Gonna get through this light, and yeah, cars are gonna be wanting to get over to the right here, and FSD doesn't decelerate very like aggressively. It doesn't phantom brake, nothing like that. Most traffic aware cruise controls phantom brake like crazy. We're gonna get a yellow, so we're gonna be slowing down here to let all these cars off the exit ramp. And we slow down next to this HRV. And now we could watch the cars get off the exit ramp, and you can see in the full screen, like you guys could see just how much you could see. That's really awesome. Just they can see the garbage truck, sees the cars coming in, like where they are in the lines and stuff. Like, how does it know that? That's crazy. That's so cool. Also, like the Chinese cars that are coming in, they have the God's Eye full self-driving, and that'd be really cool to test out one day. I would totally be interested in testing that out. I still feel like maybe it is a bit too early to consider getting a Chinese car for me personally, because I want to just see how that plays out, because you know, they are kind of new. Definitely in China they're probably amazing, but I don't know what they're like here in Canada. Like, do they have service centers for them? Do they have like a different kind of car like design where mechanics here can't really fix them or something? I don't know much about Chinese cars, so hopefully they're as good as people are saying. So I would totally like to try that, see how it compares to Tesla's FSD. Maybe compare them, maybe do some, like, you know, God's Eye versus FSD testing. That would be pretty awesome. Comment down below if you guys want to see that. Yeah, that'd be cool to do in the future. because I do want to make this channel about driving all kinds of full self-driving cars. I didn't want to make it just about Teslas. It's just I only own a Tesla Model 3, so I guess the more cars I get in the future, then I'll try out those too as well. Because I don't think this would be my last full self-driving car. I think this is just my first one, and hopefully soon I'll maybe get a different one, like a Hardware 4, or maybe even the Chinese cars if everything aligns and it's like a good deal and stuff like that. But yeah, so far FSD is performing very well, and we are just keeping a good distance behind this Mercedes, keeping a good distance from the car to our left here. There is a yellow, so we're going to be slowing down, and it slows down very smoothly. It's just very comfortable. I'm very relaxed. I'm not really stressed. I'm not really worried about the car like not performing well here. It's very, very predictable, very reliable, and this is kind of a good demonstration of Hardware 3. It is just works. Obviously, if you guys watched our downtown videos, check them out if you haven't seen them. Hardware 3 sucks downtown, so I can't wait to try version 14 Lite downtown. That'd be very awesome. Can't wait to try a whole lot of things for version 14 Lite. So yeah. Very smooth driving. These roads are horrible, so these too many bumps, too many cracks, bunch of holes. But FSD and Hardware 3 are really figuring this out and just driving safely. This is pretty much how I would be driving, so I'm not really complaining. This is really nice. This is the best part about FSD. You just look at the screen, just see how much you can see. You can see all the way behind us. That's so crazy. And you could just feel a little bit more comfortable. Say you had a stressful day at work. You kind of just don't want to drive or do your errands. You could FSD could help make it a little bit easier for you guys, which is probably the best feature and best perk about it. You could just use it to drive places you don't want to drive. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos like this one all the time. Check out some of the links in the description. It'll really help support the channel, guys. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, how you guys think FSD performed, and would you guys ever consider getting full self-driving or maybe even a Tesla? And would version 14 Lite convince you to get an older Tesla? Comment down below. I'd love to read it. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you.